Welcome to Pride&Pixels, our new channel. My name's Finn.
I'm Ash.
And this is our, hopefully will be yearly Eurovision roundup for 2025. And this video will be our top 10s out of 37 countries that have released songs for Eurovision this year, ahead of the semi-finals.
Yes, Eurovision this year.
A lot of ballads.
Really don't like this year. There's only one or two acts where I'm like, yeah, like the rest.
Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
Yeah. No, it's just previous Eurovisions I felt have been a lot stronger.
I think after the clusterfuck of last year, which we didn't do a top 10 on, I think they're playing things very, very safe.
Yeah.
Very, very close to their chest. A lot of like safe pop songs. I don't think a lot of people are pushing the envelope this year.
There's a lot of novelty acts this year.
I do like a novelty act.
While the novelty acts are fun, when there's a lot of them, it takes away from the acts that are truly novelty. For me this year, it was more of a case of what do I enjoy, because there was just so many no's. So I had to sort of order mine in acts I hate the least, really.
I had the opposite effect. I had 14 yeses, and I had to get rid of 4 that I really liked. And Ghosty's here too. Yes. You can see his snout bouncing up and down.
Yes.
He wants lots of attention.
Certainly
Who
does.
are you voting for in Eurovision, Ghosty? Oh, really? You think they can go the distance?
And I guess obviously we should also address our home country's entry.
Yeah, which is UK, and it was What the Hell Just Happened by Remember Monday.
If I remember correctly, they were like a semi-finalist in The Voice or something.
Hello, Editing Finn here. I didn't actually know this initially, but Ash is actually completely right. They did actually appear on The Voice in 2019. They managed to get all 4 judges to spin round to their rendition of Kiss from a Rose, originally by Seal. And they originally picked up by Jennifer Hudson, but unfortunately got knocked out in the knockout stages.
I'm fairly certain that their popularity, where they originated from, was that they were either a finalist or a semi-finalist in The Voice. The song, I don't like it. I don't think it flows well. I
personally
think it's an improvement on Ollie Alexander last year. His song was diabolical. And we absolutely deserve the points we got last year.
I liked last year's. With regards to this one, I like it. Me and one of my other friends said it. The very first thing we said was like, this sounds like a musical number. This sounds like something like they're taking it out of the West End show. I don't know if it's going to do remarkably well because UK has not done great
I
since
would
Sam
definitely
Ryder.
say thank God that we are in the Big Six, because
I don't think it's terrible. I do like the song. They're in a nice like country, like Regency style house.
Would
it's
it
the night after, the night before.
Would it qualify if we had to go through the semis? No.
I don't think any of ours would qualify if we had to go for the semis.
No.
I like What the Hell Just Happened, and it's a perfect title because it works whether we win or lose. I think it's a nice frothy bit of pop where people can enjoy themselves. And I know it's not going to be Shakespeare, it's not going to be amazing, it's probably not going to win.
How is it going to translate to stage?
I don't know, I'm not a choreographer.
Bitch!
That's my point. When I say like the song doesn't flow well and stuff like that, the whole time I'm watching it, I'm like, how are they going to perform this? Because I'm like,
that's a good point, actually.
I don't see how that song would translate to production.
I mean, they could put them in like, this is like me putting on my amateur dramatic theatre brain on, which I do not have. 3 separate sections of the stage, surrounded by like rubbish from like a night out, and then just kind of come together kind of thing. That could work, but it's also kind of a bit of a generic one. Don't come to me for advice on choreography.
I'm predicting bottom side of the right board
I
this
mean,
year.
no one's going to be like saying that you're wrong there, because that's what we tend to be. We're quite comfy in the bottom place. Although, having said that, last year we weren't bottom, we were top of the right side of the board. They were middle. But also, I also want to say before we move off from this, Remember Monday's Laugh About It. It's not one of the Eurovision songs, it's one of their other songs in their back catalogue. Love that song. Everyone should go out and listen to that as well.
Right. I guess we should go to number 10.
Let's go to number 10, which is our one-pointer song.
I really struggled with who to give the 10 slot to, and it came down to 2 countries, of which I hated the least. And
what a choice!
And my choices were Australia, Gojo,
That
Milkshake
surprises
Man,
me.
or Tommy Cash's Espresso Macchiato. Milkshake Man, I'm all for a song about blowjobs. Like that's
Is it a song about blowjobs?
it is a song about blowjobs. Do you want to drink from the Milkshake Man? It's about blowjobs, plain and simple. How that's going to transfer to the stage, I have no idea. And then Espresso Macchiato, Tommy Cash tipped it for me to my 10 slot. Even though it's an awful song, its chorus is catchy and you can sing along to it really easily. However, Tommy Cash has already had to apologise to Italy because basically they were accused of like mass producing like Italian stereotypes.
The way he says the song is supposed to be kind of like an Italian twang to it.
Yeah, and he's Estonian. So Tommy Cash's Espresso Macchiato gets my 1 point, and that's only because you can sing along to the chorus. I don't think it's a good song. I don't think it's going to perform well.
I don't personally think it's going to qualify.
No.
If it does qualify, it will be going on the meme status rather than anything serious about that song.
Yeah. And it really concerned me because when I first watched it, like, I was like, Estonia, like, this is the best that you're producing this year? I'm like, Tommy Cash, you scraped him by 1 point simply because I hated you the least.
Okay, well, we'll go to mine then. So, my 1 point 10th place person, which I think might start a fight, is Serbia's entry with Mila by Prince or Plink. I like this song. It's a very pretty song. It's not going to set the world on fire, but it's a very let me speak. It's going to be a very generic love song about a lost love. It's very, very generic, but just nice to listen to. It's got a lovely message behind it. I definitely vibed with it, and I really, really like this song. And normally, I don't like Serbia's entries. Serbia's entries tend to be a bit meh for me. But this year, I really like. I don't know. I was moved by Serbia's entry this year.
It's very spoken word. As a part of it, I'm like, I don't even class this as a song. He's just kind of talking.
The reason why it's not higher up on the list is I've been listening to it whilst I'm doing like my usual like housework stuff, working to work, that sort of thing. And after a while, after you hear Mila for like a million times, it gets a little bit
screechy.
It gets a little bit annoying after you've heard it a couple of times. I do like the song as a whole.
Again, there's a part of me that's like, I don't class this as a song because he's just talking. So,
You're saying a lovely love story about someone that he's lost.
If it qualifies, I'll be very surprised.
I think it will. I think people will relate to a lost love and put to music, should we say. I'm not going to split up the fact that he's quite attractive. With the long braids and the mustache. But that's not the main reason why he's on the top 10. The song itself is what sold me.
Sorry, Serbia, it's a no from me. This is my life now, petting the dog because he wants attention while we're recording.
You're being ghost handler for the rest of the video.
Why don't you start?
Go to number 9. My number 9 is the host country's song this year, which is Voyage by Zoe Me. Very pretty, inoffensive song. The artist gives me a lot of Bjork vibes.
A lot of artists singing French this year. There's Luxembourg is, Switzerland is, obviously France is, and I want to say one more is.
But
C'est la vie.
Yeah.
In the Netherlands.
I like listening to it in the background whilst I'm doing something else. It's quite soothing.
Again, like with your previous one, I argue it's spoken word for a lot of it. It's not really
singing is spoken word at some point.
No, but
depending how quickly you sing it. It's singing.
No, I don't agree.
It's singing.
I'm not saying it's bad. Switzerland hasn't made it on my group. I'm not saying it's a bad song.
It is wrong.
As it goes to the French artists, I actually think I'd place it third.
It's a very, very lovely song. The video looks quite pretty. What else more can I say about it?
How do you feel against the actual winner of last year if you were comparing it to Nemo?
Not as catchy as Nemo's song from last year, but I didn't like Nemo's song from last year. I was in the minority of people who didn't like it.
I loved it except for the rap segment.
Yeah, the rap section ruined it for me.
It really came out of nowhere, that did, and I'm like, it did not need to be in it, but obviously they killed it. If it wasn't in the finals, do you think it would qualify against? Because obviously with how many French-speaking acts there are this year,
I might get lost in the shuffle.
I think Switzerland would really struggle.
Switzerland tends to get through every year anyway. I don't think I've watched it. I've probably happened in the past. I don't think I've seen a year of Eurovision where Switzerland didn't qualify.
I can't recall the last time they didn't.
Let me just double check.
One eternity later.
Switzerland has only ever missed 4 Eurovisions.
Yeah.
Not because they didn't qualify, because they were relegated due to the poor results of the previous year. That was in 95, 99, 2001, 2003.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it has qualified 64 times.
So, number 9, I have gone with Sweden this year. The act is Kaj Bada Bada Batsu. The only reason that this made it into the number 9 slot for me was because the chorus is catchy, and essentially they're singing about being in a sauna. Something about like cleaning yourself in the bath. It's very novelty. Obviously, Sweden is currently tied with Ireland for most wins.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, this act is actually one of the tops in the bookies to win. Which I'm like, maybe.
I don't think that's going to happen this year because they won 2 years ago. I doubt they'd win again so quickly.
I don't know. Like I said, according to the bookies, Sweden are one of the top contenders to win this year.
Yeah, but bookie's not always right.
No, I know, but, like...
I put it on my maybe pile, but it wasn't in the top 10 by a long shot.
It's just because, again, for me, I could bop my head to the chorus, but I don't... How do I think it's going to translate to stage? I don't know. I imagine there's going to be lots of steam or something along those lines, but...
Well, they had that like changing stage where like one side it was like a log cabin and the other side just
Again, I personally don't think Sweden will win. I reckon that they always get a lot of votes. Like the Nordic countries always tend to go for Sweden, so I would say it's definitely going to be left side of the board.
You think it's going to be that good? I don't think it's going to be that good.
I think it's going to be left side, but bottom.
I think the best it can do is that.
Yeah.
I don't think it will, but I think that's the best it can do.
I think that you get a couple of cheap laughs with it. I think it'll go through, and I think it'll go to bottom left. That's my number 9. So let's move to number 8. So my number 8 this year is Luxembourg, which is Laura Thorne.
Oh my god.
La Poupie Montesson.
Same. Okay, it's never happened.
Obviously, this is their second year returning.
After 30 years off.
They caused a lot of controversy last year by going with the act that didn't win their national selection.
It was the second place one when it was the final, not the one that won.
Again, French speaking, obviously Luxembourg.
It's actually a sequel to a song that Luxembourg released back in the 60s. Which actually ended up winning. So
there you go then. So nostalgia fans, it might score a lot of votes with that. I think that if it translates well to stage, so La Poupie Montesson, essentially she's acting like a marionette. It's got something to do with puppets. I don't really know the actual translation.
I think it's something to do with like you can't control me or like I'm a puppet without strings. Like
along those lines.
Basically,
I think that if she leans into that on stage, and maybe she's got like strings to go with like her dance routine.
I don't know if that would work. That might be hitting the nail a little bit too on the nose there.
I don't think she's a strong singer.
How dare you?
I like the song.
I'm not sure that, from what I saw in the video, I don't think she's going to be able to dance and sing at the same time. She doesn't look like she can.
It did look a little bit kind of janky on the final performance.
You could watch...
Trying to choreo and sing at the same time.
You could see in her face she was thinking about the next step. Instead of just doing it, she was...
It could also be the fact that she was trying to be a puppet, which is also kind of, as a puppet is, quite janky because it's being job or something else.
I don't agree. I think that she was... I think that she was thinking about the next step in her head. With this song, even though I've voted it higher than my previous ones, I think it's going to be top right. I think it's not strong enough to go to the top, but I don't think it's strong enough to go to the left side of the board. I think it's a kooky song. I just don't think it's great.
I think it will be a bit higher than that. I don't think it will win because I feel like if you say it's going to win,
hello, Pooch.
You're putting too much on it. And I don't think it's strong enough to win. But because it being nostalgic and being like a sequel to a song from the 60s, that also won. I think it might do high than it would normally do, so probably like in the top 10, but I don't think it will win. So there are other stronger entries in there as well this year.
Was that your 8 as well?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
8 was Luxembourg for both of us.
So I'd like to see it do well, but I don't think it will.
It was one of the songs that was released early as well.
Yeah.
Like the second or third song that came out.
Yeah.
So it's been in our heads for a while, and it's been kind of like going round.
Yeah. I didn't like it when I first heard it. I was like, oh.
I liked it instantly because we seem to be contrary all the time now. But I instantly loved it.
So, would you like to tell us your lucky number 7?
Now, this country normally releases songs that I don't like, for whatever reason, but this year I loved it.
Oh,
And
hold on. Whoa. I'm going to guess Norway.
It's the wrong answer.
Oh.
It's not Scandinavian.
Czechia?
The wrong.
Getting closer.
Who?
Armenia, Survivor by Parg.
Okay.
This song's great. It's got a lot of power, a lot of punch behind it. It's only recently come onto Spotify as well because I was trying to make a list of the ones I liked and I couldn't find it for ages. It's only recently come onto Spotify. But yeah, so it's Parg with Survivor. It's sung in English, which is rare for an Armenian song entry. And I love it. There's a power behind it. It's a rock ballad and just gets me up and raring to go.
Because we don't know the running order yet, do we? We only know what countries are in what semi. We don't know the running order. If it's a song that's played early, I think it has the potential for qualifying.
It'll be there in someone's mind straight away.
Armenia with qualifying is a very hit and miss country.
They qualified last year and the year before, I think.
The song was good, like you said, that you could see the guy's passionate and giving his all. But if it's played early in the semis, like if it's like an opener, I reckon it will qualify. If it got to the final, either top right or bottom left again. I don't think it's bad enough to be at the bottom, but I don't think it's good enough to be at the top. It's an in the middle sort of act for me personally. Hello. Hello, yes.
What's your opinion on Parg?
We're trying to record, but you want attention.
That love me. I completely agree with you. If it comes out earlier in the semis, it has a better chance of being qualifying.
Yeah, with the way that he sings it, it's an opening act kind of song.
Yes, I agree with that completely. Yeah, it's an opening act.
This country, 2 years ago, loved them. Last year, hated them. This year,
You'd be proud of that because he doesn't give to anyone.
This is Czechia.
Oh, is it Kiss Kiss Goodbye?
Yes, Adonix. If I say to you it's a James Bond ballad, you already know how it sounds.
Yeah, I get some James Bond vibes from it, yes.
Yeah. It's not a powerful ballad. He doesn't... The thing that I found that I struggled with this song was it's very one... Even though it's a James Bond song, it's very one note. It's all the way. It doesn't go
up.
Kind
of like peaks and valleys.
Yeah, he doesn't go up, he doesn't go down. If he can do it live... It could definitely go through.
Do it live. It's a Eurovision Song Contest.
Yeah, I think the song could use some tweaking, and they are allowed to do that before the final.
I believe Spain has revamped that song since.
He definitely needs some really go for it moments and some softer moments in the song, because again, it just sort of.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad song. I don't hate it. It was my number 16.
You know, and I mean, he's not bad looking either. You know. But
I might sing him some
Czechia, I'd like to think that they could go through, but if he doesn't change the song a bit, if he doesn't put some higher and lower,
I think Czechia is still going to qualify. I'll say that now because they don't tend to have that much difficulty when it comes to qualifying. Just when it comes to the points at the end, that's the difficulty bit. It just is an okay song for me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why it's my 7 slot, because it's okay. It's not great, but it's not bad either.
It's not a boring song.
It
has its parts. It has its builds up its momentum, that sort of thing. But it is kind of all one.
Yeah, he needs to tweak the song a little. Start off soft, build up, end on soft. So, shall we go to 6? Number 6 this year, given that you've literally just mentioned them, for me is Spain.
Oh!
Which is Melody Esa Diva. This was like maybe the second song that was released.
One of the early ones.
Yeah, Spain. And the second that I watched it, I was like, oh shit, Spain are bringing the heat this year. I mean, they always give performance, they always give choreo.
Over the last 3 years that we started watching Eurovision, they've only done one dud.
Yeah.
Which is the one where it was basically going,
it sounded like someone strangling a dying cat. She is definitely I Am Jennifer Lopez. She's definitely...
No. She's definitely Nadine Coyle.
Date of birth 15th of the 6th, 85, making me a Gemini. And, what date of birth did I say now?
Oh, yeah. She's in the facial structure, she's definitely Nadine Coyle.
She found her passport, finally.
Yeah, she's a Gemini. But as a performance goes, she's J-Lo, she's Shakira, she's your very stereotypical, like, Spanish pop star.
Yeah, the choreography is flawless.
Yeah.
It's both in the video and on the national performance as well.
Yeah.
Me and Ash want her throne. We wouldn't be able to fit it anywhere in this house, but I want the throne from that stage. It's very extra.
Like I said, this originally was my winner. I was like, oh shit, I think Spain might have it in the bag this year.
They're revamping the song from the live performance to the semis. The video is a revamped version of it.
I've not seen
I
that.
personally prefer the live performance.
Oh no. They've not ruined it, have they?
They haven't ruined it, no. They're doing a different version of it. But it's all to be seen when it comes to the qualifiers, when it comes to the semis.
That really makes me worry, because last year, Slovenia, Veronica, was my winner all the way through. But then, just before the semi, they announced that they were doing a different version of that song, and I was like, oh no. And it went so wrong.
They were at the bottom of the board, weren't they, last year?
She was naked on stage. Let's say what it was. She was
It was a
nude.
bodysuit. It was a fresh cut of a bodysuit.
Yeah, and she'd got great vocals, and they scored 23rd.
I had the opposite effect. It was I didn't like the song up until the final. I was like, oh, I actually like this song now.
I now really worry if Spain... I don't think the song needed changing, so we'll see, but Spain are definitely top left. Performance-wise, in the top...
They're definitely in, like, the top 3, I'd say.
Yeah.
Potential to win it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I said the same thing about Zora last year, and that
We
ended up being bottom of the
loved
board as well.
That old whore.
Don't call her an old whore. She deserves better than that.
She wanted dick, and she wanted to let you know she wanted it. She wanted to go out and meet that 23-year-old guy. She was going to buy him everything he wanted, and all she wanted was a good Rogering. Good for her.
That's not what I thought you were going to say today when you were talking about Zora. So my number 6.
Describe it. Let me see if I can guess it.
I think it's another ballady kind of song.
Oh, okay. That doesn't narrow it down because there's a lot of those this year.
The lead singer looks a little bit like she stole the glasses from a celeb. And the choreography is quite artsy. You didn't like the choreography when you first saw it. You thought it was the worst thing.
Oh, Poland?
No. Greece.
Oh.
Asta Amata. I liked the song as soon as I saw it. It's very soulful. It's just one singer on stage and then surrounded by a load of like
people laying on the floor,
models and stuff like that. Kind of, they look a little bit kind of like they're kind of modelling like a galaxy, that sort of thing. And they're kind of like writhing around on the floor while she's standing in the middle. It's a beautiful song. It's a really beautiful song. I think literally translated it means like written in the stars or something like that.
No, it means the one with stars in her eyes.
That's what the one I meant to say. Yeah, the one with stars in her eyes.
I do not disagree. My only thing was her performers for the whole 3 minutes just lay on the floor, do nothing, and at the very end they just stand up. And you were like, it's artsy, it's
like
meaningful.
An art performance.
And I'm like, they're just standing up. Where?
I mean, they're not just standing up, okay? So they're arranged in like a spiral to start off with, like a galaxy, and then as the song is building, stuff like that, they'll like
stand up.
Go up and go down and go up and go down.
They stand up.
Stuff like that.
I
like...
We're gonna have a problem here.
Shut up! Shut up! I love this song. This song's great. The only thing that's pushed it down a bit further down is that it's not very kind of big song. It's quite self-contained, quite reserved, but it doesn't change the message behind it. I quite happily listen to it multiple times a day.
She's got a good set of pipes on her. I'm not arguing the fact that she can't sing. Like, I think that Greece has the potential to do very, very well this year. I just think that the stage presence needs to be rethought, because all I got from that video was that those people around her are laying there for 3 minutes and then at the end they stand up. That was my point, was like, what's the point of them being there? She may as well just be on her own. If she's going to have a stage presence and an act, they need to do something.
But again, that's the national final performance. It's not going to be the performance on the night.
I pray that it is.
They might rely on LED screens for that bit rather than having actual live.
I pray that it is,
models in
because I do think that if they stay with that staging, it will really hurt Greece.
Yeah, because we had this with Denmark last year with Sand, because it was just her on stage with her arms out, which was great for the national performance. When it came to the actual live show, nothing had changed since.
No.
And we were bored by that point. It was like, we've already seen this.
Yeah. I just think that her singing alone, if she can get a stage presence or an act or a performance with it, I think it will do very
Basically,
well.
do what you do at the national performance, Greece, but bigger.
Yeah. Top 5.
Top 5. My 5th place this year is a country that hasn't been in the Eurovision for a while, actually.
Is it this year's returning act? Is it Montenegro?
It's Montenegro, yes. It is Nina Zizic.
It's like Do Brasil or something
That's the
along
one.
those lines.
Powerful song, it's ballady. It feels a little bit like if James Bond was from Montenegro.
Yeah.
That's what they'd sound like. I really, really like it. It's great.
Agreed. I always worry when it comes to ballads with Eurovision, because it's always very James Bondy. I know
mean, that's the generic cliche.
Yeah.
James Bond. It doesn't have to be that.
She's a fantastic singer, you know.
Oh yeah, like her hair is amazing. Like her outfit is great. I love like the not quite wizard sleeve. It's kind of like you've got like this.
I don't actually know on the map where
I love that.
I don't actually know on the map where Montenegro is.
It is near Greece, I want to say.
Okay.
This is where I fail at geography. Okay, so Montenegro is between Albania and Bosnia-Herzegovina. It's just north of Greece, so I was close, but not quite.
Okay. I think that they've got the potential to score some votes simply because it's, like you say, they're returning
country
for the first time in.
Yeah, they'll have that novelty of like, they're coming back after so many years off. We'll throw them some votes because they've done a really good performance.
I think if she can do it live, the song absolutely, like, she can sing, there's no question about that. Again, if it's just standing there like in the video,
and sometimes that works. It's like there have been winners in the past that have had no choreography, nothing else, just them standing in the centre, singing the song, and they win. So I think she has the potential to go quite high in the rankings. I'm probably going to say that she is the bottom of the left side of the board.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's going to win.
As much as it would be nice, I think they're a country that's never won, if I know my history.
I don't think they have, no. Editing Finn back again. Montenegro has only qualified to the final twice, and its best position was in 2015, the song Adio, which got to 13th position. But yeah, we're right, they've never actually won the contest, as of yet.
Yeah, like I said, as much as it would be nice for them to like come back and win it and blah, 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 I don't see it happening for them. I think that she'll do very well. There's no doubt whatsoever. If she can sing live like she does in the video, absolutely they'll qualify, no questions asked. But again, yeah, like you said, it's a bottom left of the board.
They have participated 13 times and never won. But the song is phenomenal. I love the song.
So, my number 5, and this is really shocking because in the times that we've done this, I have never once ever put them in. Maybe it's because it was the last song released and it's fresh in my mind. It's France.
France, really?
Yeah, France, Luan,
You've never gone
Maman.
for France?
I'm never a fan of France. The performance that she did at, like, I think it was like a French football game.
I believe so, yeah.
It was someone
suspended above, like, a football
that's
pitch.
credit to them, how they've showed the country, this is our act for this year. undeniably,
They were the last ones to release a song. We knew it was Luan for ages, but we didn't know what the song was.
The way that they did it, like, here's our country's act, it's in like the halftime show of the football game. You cannot deny that that was an amazing bit of publicity, because what a way to introduce your country's act. I think she's a great singer. I think that as the song goes, I do think it's very catchy. I think if she can sing it live like she does in the video, France could do it this year. Yeah. She's very French Adele. I think she has the potential to really go far this year. She's, I think, top left.
I disagree. Because we had to wait so long for France's entry, I was bored. Like, I get that she was trying to do like a big show-offy thing because there was a brass band underneath her. She was on a football pitch suspended above the stage. It just felt a little bit disingenuous that it was this big event thing, and it didn't feel like it was a Eurovision song reveal. It just felt like a halftime show.
But flip the script to last year. Last year, France released their song in September. So we had forever to listen to it, and all the way through we were like, we've had months of this, it's crap.
Well, I didn't say that. I liked that one. Don't say we when you really mean you.
No. You did not like France to begin with.
I went for France. That France was in my top 10
eventually you did. But when we first had it, you were like,
because the first time it insisted upon itself. And then as I was listening to it, I was like, I can't like this now.
I think France could be top left. And I say, fight me.
France have not done very well recently. None of the French acts have got into the top 10.
Good old Fingergate.
None of the French acts have recently got into the top 10. They've all been on the right side of the board. So I think this is going to happen the same time again for Luan.
Well, we'll see. I disagree.
So,
Right.
top 4. What's your fourth fave?
Now, I feel really bad because I'm literally looking at this and I'm like, I now don't remember the song. So,
Why are you so old?
It was so good.
I only remember because he's very pretty, and it's Cyprus.
Oh, is it Shh?
Yeah, by Theo Evan. It's very pop.
It's very like boy band goes solo.
He's trying to have a career on his own, and it's not quite panning out. I think it's catchy. It's got a dance number. It doesn't hurt that as being from Cyprus, he's very good looking. But now I'm looking at this and going, oh, now the song's kind of eluded me. So have I only put it there because he's good looking?
If you don't know my name, blah 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 blah. It was on one of my guesses, but it's the low yes because it was quite generic to me, and you've basically said exactly what I'm going to say. It's forgettable. Like, I can't remember it apart from If You Know My Name.
No.
I just remember him being very pretty.
You were being blinded by his aesthetics and not the song.
For hotness alone, Theo, you're getting through to fourth.
The video's filmed like a quarry and chased by ninjas, and
it might be top right, maybe.
I'm going to agree with you there and say it'll be top right. A lot of other things will push it down, I think.
So, who was your fourth?
My fourth is Ich Komme by Elika Verman.
Another song about I'm coming. I'm coming.
Ich Komme, it sounds very much like Austria's entry from last year. Do you agree?
Oh no, it's nothing like that.
It sounds like that to me.
No.
It sounds like a little bit like We Will Rave, but make it finish.
No, she's trying to be Rammstein.
Which is weird because she's singing in German. I love this song. I feel like this is going to fill out the arena when it comes on in the semis and also in the final as well. It's a big crowd pleaser.
She's going to dress so slutty. And she's riding a massive microphone. Like, you don't need more phallic fucking imagery.
I feel like it's going to be that case of like the audience are going to fill in the song for her when it comes to I'm Coming. It's a nice, fun, like ravey kind of like rock dance song kind of thing.
I worry that Squirty Cream's going to get involved.
No, not that kind of show.
We'll see.
I think it's going to do very well if people turn out to vote for it. I think Finland are probably going to be on the left side of the board.
What an odd combination. Finland to sing in German.
You don't necessarily have to sing in the language of the country you're representing.
No, but I just think it's a bit of an odd choice.
Yeah, but I don't think anything different of it. I love that song.
Let's see if she can orgasm her way to the top. You know,
she's not orgasming her way
the
to the
song's
top.
called
She's talking a song about arriving somewhere.
Called,
Nothing sexual about it
it's
at all.
called I'm Coming. And she's riding a huge microphone.
Wouldn't you like to ride a huge microphone?
Australia about blowjobs, she's about orgasm, and we're going to get on to Malta very shortly. Oh dear.
I agree.
Oh dear.
I agree, Ghosty.
I'm sorry, we're ignoring you.
The kisses? Yes. Yes, I love you too.
And who's your top 3?
My number 3 of the top 10 is a very popular song. The only reason why I put it down to 3 and not number 1 is that recently it's had to censor itself.
We're talking Malta.
We're talking Malta with serving brackets can't. Close brackets.
Let's call it what it is.
I love this song so fucking much. Whenever I hear this song, I feel like I'm in a party mood, I want to go out somewhere, I'm going to have some fun. It'd be great. Love this song.
So, the word can't in Maltese means singing. So she's saying, I'm serving song.
Yeah.
But obviously it sounds very much like Catch You Next Tuesday in
Yes,
English.
it does.
So,
I think everything was fine until I think the BBC refused to play it in the uncensored version.
Yeah.
And then the EBU actually went to Mariana Conte and said, like, you can't sing you have to say something else. So she's dropped the word, basically.
Yeah.
And instead of can't, now she goes... Everyone's going to clip that now, aren't they? Oh, fuck, why did I do that?
But we all know that the crowd are just going to do it for her.
Yeah, the crowd are going to fit it in.
It's very evident that they're going to have to censor it on TV.
It's going to be like the Juice situation from last year, where the crowd are going to fill the song in for them. The video is very kind of like LGBT friendly.
At first, I thought she was a drag queen because she gives that vibe.
No, she's a woman.
Yeah, like she's definitely LGBT friendly. She's fucking
getting a lot of airplay on the radio now that she's adjusted the song.
It's all over TikTok.
TikTok queens have got
in
it.
the club,
They've got it
everywhere.
It will be going on my party playlist after Eurovision. I can tell you that now. Yeah, the only reason why it's number 3 is that, like, with the censored version of it, it's going to suffer in the final because people will love it because they are screaming cant at at Mariana. But will the judging panel like it?
I genuinely think the judging panel will be really harsh with it. But I think the televotes, Malta, will kill it this year.
Malta always brings a party song.
Yeah.
Malta never doesn't bring a party song to the competition.
I think it's a country that hasn't won.
Yes, it is.
I would really like to see it, but we'll discuss that shortly. So, my number 3 this year, I've gone for Poland. Justyna Stakowska, I believe it's pronounced.
Steczkowska.
Gaia. The chick can sing, and surprisingly, she's a returning artist. Apparently, even though she doesn't look nearly fucking old enough, apparently she performed in Eurovision like 30 years ago.
I didn't know this. This is new.
She does not fucking old enough at all. It's a song about being a witch. Get her! She gives performance, she can sing, she can play the violin. The only thing about her performance that I really fucking hate, and I hope she drops it or adds something to it.
Near the end of the song.
Near the end of the song, she gets given a beam and she gets pulled up in the air and she just hangs there.
Doesn't do any tricks. She's not doing a trapezium.
Nothing. Just hangs there. Doesn't sing, nothing, because it's not her segment. And then she just gets lowered down and carries on. I'm like, we're not going to get a spin. We're not going to get a drop, or you're not going to do like the splits. Or I really hope that if they're doing something like that, either she adds something to it, or she drops the whole getting lifted into the air, because I did not understand. I would like Poland to be middle left. I don't think it's strong enough to win, but I do think it's a good catchy song.
I'm inclined to say it's a bit lower than that, and I'd probably say it's lower left or upper right. This is on my maybe pile. And the only reason it's on the maybe pile and not any higher than that is I think I put it on there more for the dancers, the backup dancers, than actually the song itself. So I was like, you know what, I'll be true to myself. I won't put this up on my top 10. One of the backup dancers that she dances with is so fine. But that's nothing to do with the song, so that's why I didn't put it in the top 10. The song itself didn't really wow me.
Fair enough. So, top 2. The number 2 for me this year, and it was really close. Netherlands, C'est la vie.
It is also my number 2.
Claude.
Right, so we've agreed on number 8 and we've agreed on number 2.
Yeah.
It is a lovely song. The video is amazing.
Yeah.
You know the long leather coat he's wearing at one point? I want that.
Yeah, Claude, he's very easy on the eyes. He sings in multiple languages.
He does. I think it's like English, French.
There's some Dutch in there as well.
Maybe some Dutch in there as well. But I love Claude and I love the song. So
yeah.
It's a lovely message behind it.
Yeah.
The video is so beautiful.
Eyes will definitely be on the Netherlands this year due to the controversy of last year.
Yeah. This is why I didn't put it in number 1, because I feel like even though it's a new year and everyone's like, it's a new year, all those things from last year are like, by the way, say that sort of thing. I feel like there's still going to be some people voting this year that will still think about the whole juice situation, Netherlands versus Israel situation from last year.
I don't know.
And they might punish Netherlands unjustly because of that.
I don't know the full details of it, but I know that they've had to bring in some extra people in regards to like the judging panel in terms of fairness, because everyone's like, it seems to be one rule for one country, one rule for another. So in the interest of fairness, given Netherlands' qualification,
in there as well.
Yeah, they've had to bring in more people for it to be dubbed fairer. I'd love it to win. I don't think it's quite there.
We haven't seen it live, though. So
No,
we've
we
only seen the music
haven't.
video. He hasn't released a live
From
version
what
of it
Judith
yet.
said, apparently he's really good live.
Okay, so we've got the seal of approval from our resident Dutch that he is good live. Okay. The song is great. What else can we say? Just this is our second favourite. It would only be number 1 if the whole Jewish situation from last year didn't happen.
No.
Bitch!
No,
Oh.
my number 2. So that was your 2 as well.
That was my number 2 as well. We agreed on number 2 and number 8.
Who's our first pick? So you
Who
go
is our
first.
first pick?
Because you already know mine.
I don't actually.
You do know mine.
Mine's already been mentioned. My top number 1 country for this year.
I swear to God if it's Australia.
No.
Oh, thank God for
You were
that.
safe. Australia was number 14. This is Spain with Esther Diva and
Ooh.
Melody. I love this song. This song is going around in my head 24 hours of the day. I want the throne from the live performance. It's very extra, very bougie. She looks stunning. The song is amazing. The choreography is, oh my God, chef's kiss, not tits.
She certainly does have tits. She got a big old pair of knockers. Like, good for her.
I'm not actually. I'm going to leave it in. It's fine. This is a big party song. This is a big kind of like get crowd up on their feet, that sort of song. Yeah, I'm all over Esther Diva.
So, you think Spain's going to cinch it this year?
Spain is my top pick this year. I think Spain's going to do very, very well. It's definitely going to be a contender for top 3 for me, I think.
So, I mean, number 1 for me, it's Malta.
Hey! So we agree on Malta for top 3, just in different places. Okay, fair enough.
Unfortunately, as much as I want it to win, I really think that the judges panel are going to do this so harshly. I think it's going to kill it with the public vote. As much as I want it to win and it's my number 1 slot, I don't think it's going to. And I want it to. I want that for Malta.
Well, we need that kind of like, you need that motivation behind you to vote for it when it comes to the actual final and the qualifier, first as well.
Yeah.
To get it through the qualifier.
Oh, there's no doubt it will qualify. Like I said, the TV companies, they know that they're going to have that finger on the
They
button.
have the beat button.
Because she might not sing it, but the whole
crowd will.
freaking crowd is going to. Yeah.
And it's not going to be a little bit, it's going to be very, very loud.
Yeah. I'm so glad for Malta because it's really saved it for me because unfortunately, again with this year, I just felt like a lot of countries weren't giving us their best.
They weren't serving cant.
I think, like you said, I think countries, they're worried about what happened last year. They're trying to play it safe and not cause any ruffles.
It's a very safe year this year. There's nothing that's been released this year where I've been like, oh, that's strange and unusual and wasn't expecting that to come from that country. It's all very safe.
Yeah.
No, not necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes safe can get someone through to the final. But it's just not exciting, apart from the case of Malta and Spain. It's not a very exciting year this year.
Yeah. Overall, I'm really hopeful that Eurovision is positive this year. I hope that, the message that Eurovision is supposed to be, that, music is unity. I hope that there is a much more deeper sense of that this year than last year. Like you said, I do think countries are playing it safe this year. I think they're trying not to stir the pots. I just hope that next year we get some real good, wow. Even with Malta, I've not had that thing of oh my god, this is amazing.
I have. A lot of people have. A lot of people are backing Malta this year, and they should.
I just want that wow factor.
And we've still got semis coming up, and we've still got the final coming up. So maybe people will revamp their songs and the choreography, and it will blow us up the water when it comes to that building. Going forward, this will probably get uploaded in April. In which case, hi birthday Finn. Hi past Finn. This is the month where I'm the strongest. This is where I got my second power play.
You are old.
I am not old.
You are old.
I am younger than you.
Yes, but you are
I will always be younger than you. Yeah, so if you like this, please do leave us a comment down below and send us a like, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. We will be doing a stream about this nearer the time. So after the qualifiers, or before the qualifiers?
Before
the qualifiers, we'll do a tier list on our Twitch channel, Pride&Pixels, where we're going to do a tier list of all the countries that are currently in and where we think they're going to land on the board. So please do follow us over on Twitch. And also on Discord, and you'll find out when that will actually end up happening.
Yeah, we're also having a massive Eurovision party, and we'll try and get some clips for that.
If people want to be on camera.
Post up as well. Yeah, I'm sure they will. Well, that's it for our Eurovision predictions for this year.
Welcome. What am I saying welcome for?
Yeah.
Thank you for watching Pride&Pixels Eurovision Top 10s. I have always been Finn.
I think I'm Toby Maguire.
We're definitely not Toby Maguire.
Tom Holland.
Yeah, fine, whatever.
Yeah.
And have a lovely day wherever you are. And we'll see you in the next video.
Bye.